Good morning and welcome to the seventh and final round of the Australian Fitness Awards for 2020. My name is Chantal Broderick. Thank you so much for joining us all here today. Now, we have been so blessed to witness an amazing group of finalists and winners over the past few weeks. We've heard about businesses and fitness professionals and the impact that they're making on the lives of our members, our clients, and our communities. And today, we soon have reason to celebrate once again, because today we'll be announcing the Personal Trainer of the Year award, sponsored by Lorna Jane. Plus, we also have another special surprise coming up, but I'm going to keep that one a little bit of a secret for now. Now, for all of you watching out there with us today, we would love you to share your support with all of our finalists, and you can do that by hitting the love heart button on Facebook. Plus, please go ahead and share this live broadcast with all of your friends and your family right now. Now, I've got to say, having been a personal trainer and a Fitness Australia Oz rep for over 11 years now, this is definitely a category that is very close to my heart, and I cannot wait to introduce you to all of the finalists very soon. Now, I'm going to be welcoming them to the stage very shortly, but first, it is my pleasure to introduce the CEO of Fitness Australia, Barry Elvish. Good morning, Barry.
Morning, Chantal, and hasn't this been an exciting few weeks as we go through these awards program? I'm actually very sorry that this is the last one in a way, because I've really enjoyed being part of the exercise, not knowing who's going to win and being here while we announce the winners live. It's been a fantastic experience. Before I do begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional landowners and thank them for sharing what is a truly beautiful country with us. I acknowledge their elders past and present. Now, as we know, awards aren't possible without the support of sponsors. So I'd like to acknowledge our sponsors for 2020, which include Australasian Leisure Management, Guild Super, Les Mills Asia Pacific, Lorna Jane, as you mentioned, NPE, One Music Australia, and our corporate partners, Guild Insurance and Com Marketing. Now, this is the final award for 2020, and in many ways, it's probably the most important because this is our personal trainer. And the personal trainer is the face of our industry between the industry and their clients. People's perceptions, the levels of satisfaction, the consumer happiness, all come down to the personal trainers that deal with them. And I know this myself from the personal trainers I deal with at the gym I attend to. And because the importance of the personal trainer in our industry, it's why we have actually launched at Finalists just recently the quality insurance program, the employment program, and also making available as an optional opt-in for our personal trainers the ability to become accredited. As you said, Chantal, this is the last award, and I'd like to, before I finish, thank you for your consummate professionalism in running these awards over the time. Thank our sponsors again. Thank our award finalists for today. I don't know who's going to win. I wish you all the best. But I'd also like to thank all those nominees we've had across the whole range of awards we've been presenting. So you've heard enough from me. Let's get back to the business at hand. And thank you, Chantal.
Thank you so much, Barry. So now it's time for all the exciting stuff, because we're going to be kicking off the proceedings with the Personal Trainer of the Year award, sponsored by Lorna Jane. Now, just before I welcome the finalists, we have a short video to watch from Lorna Jane. Over to you, Maddie.
I'm Lorna Jane, the founder and creative director of Lorna Jane, and I started designing activewear because I simply wanted to change the way women live their lives. My vision was to create clothing that she could work out in, but would also work in her everyday life. And I called it activewear because I just wanted her to put it on and feel that she could be more active. The biggest challenge in the beginning was convincing people that activewear was going to be a fashion category. But I just started small with the women in my life, and they told more women. And before I knew it, it just seemed like everybody was wearing Lorna Jane. Without realizing it, we'd started a movement of like-minded women who wanted to be more positive. They wanted to be inspired and empowered to create lives for themselves that were bigger than they had ever imagined. We'd become a brand that helped women achieve amazing things with their lives, and we're really proud of that.
What a terrific video. And I also want to mention that unfortunately, Lorna Jane was unable to be with us here today, but she sends her very best wishes to all of our finalists. Now, let me tell you a little bit about today's award. The Personal Trainer of the Year is awarded to someone who holds current fitness qualifications, first aid, and CPR. They must have been operating in the fitness industry in Australia for at least 12 months as of the 1st of July 2018. They must demonstrate outstanding quality, service, and customer safety to their clients, and someone who regularly contributes and builds upon their professional skills and their knowledge. So, without further ado, it is now time to welcome to the virtual stage the 3 finalists for the Personal Trainer of the Year Award, sponsored by Lorna Jane. Our finalists are Daniel Munro, David Hoffman, and Helena Williams. Welcome, Daniel, David, and Helena. And very soon, I think you will pop up on my screen. If you can turn your cameras on, Daniel, I can see you. Fantastic. Helena, I can see you. Good morning. David, if you can pop that camera on for me as well, so that we can all have a bit of a chat before we do the announcements. David, good morning to you as well. So Daniel, let's start off with you. Tell us a little bit about your experience as a personal trainer in the fitness industry.
Good morning. So I've been a personal trainer now for roughly 4 years. Got my qualification through TAFE New South Wales at Macquarie Fields. Had a lot of friends that went through the course, so it was highly recommended to myself. And then, I did Cert 3, Cert 4, got my diploma as well, and then moved into the industry, got my first job at Fit and Fast Campbelltown, where I've been ever since, and am now the senior personal trainer.
Fantastic, Daniel. Thank you so much, and congratulations on being a finalist today. David, let's go over to you now. I'll get you to take yourself off mute if you can reach the computer there. Excellent. Tell us a little bit about your experience and your background as a personal trainer.
Look, I originally started out, I did a bit over 10 years in the Defence Force, and then was blown up a couple of times, and as part of the retraining, they gave me a couple of options of different jobs, and I was lucky enough to see the industry at sort of some grassroots levels a long time ago, and that really inspired me to try and help my community and get the qualifications and go from there. So they retrained me through to Cert 4, and I started doing it out of a little squash court to start with, and then at home, and then built from there. And recently finished the sports science degree, because I think we need to continually lift that bar with the other level there. And I think as of October this year, it's 20 years I've been doing it, and love it. It's really a job that can make a big difference to a community and to people as well. So I'm very passionate about it.
Absolutely, and I'm sure everyone watching would agree with you on that, David. Thank you so much. And Helena, over to you. Tell us a little bit about your background and your experience as a personal trainer.
Okay, so I originally was living in Sydney, New South Wales, and about 3 years ago, I moved up to a central town it's called Barcaldine, in central Queensland, really small community town. And when I was in Sydney, I started doing my Certificate 3 in group fitness with Australian Fitness Academy. And so then whilst I was in Sydney, I was able to utilise other professionals around me to help me grow and understand the industry, which therefore got me loving the industry even more. So once I moved up to Barcaldine, I was able to bring that knowledge and experience that I had received down south and really start to implement it here. To begin with, it was really hard. There's no one else here, no other trainers. So I kind of felt like I was starting from way at the bottom and trying to make something in a really small town that already had their own thing going on. So I started out in my garage. I was training one-on-ones, friends that I'd made here. And then eventually that progressed into owning my own studio in town, which has been a godsend for me. And it's been a place for many people to come to and to learn about themselves and work on their health and fitness. So I do offer classes, programs, one-on-one training, online help and correspondence. And I work with individuals like amateur sporting athletes, so rowers, marathon athletes, and football players, and basically people from all different fitness levels. However, my main target market is to focus on helping others overcome their mental health barriers. I just love being that person that others can turn to for help and guidance, and being able to impact someone's life in such a positive way. There's no other feeling. So helping others is my passion in all aspects of their life. And I hope to be able to continue this as much as possible.
Absolutely beautiful, Helena. Thank you so much. And it's so evident from all three of our finalists that they are very passionate about what they do and what a strong finalist field. So I'm not going to keep you all in anticipation any longer, because now we know a little bit about all of our finalists. It is time to present the award. And the winner of the Personal Trainer of the Year Award, sponsored by Lorna Jane, is Daniel Munro. Today's winner, Daniel Munro, was nominated by Adele Roche-Kust. Daniel is a personal trainer at Fit and Fast Campbelltown in New South Wales, and he's been operating for 5 years. He's a great example of what passion, dedication, and love is within the fitness industry. He has a strong background in martial arts and boxing, catering for any age and any fitness level, including children with disabilities. His dedication to his profession and desire to improve is evident in his commitment to continuous learning. Over the past 2 years, Daniel has placed an emphasis on upskilling and attending courses to further his knowledge in various fields. In fact, in the last registration period, Daniel amassed a huge 67 CEC points. That is just incredible, Daniel. Now, Daniel prides himself on being open and honest in his communication with clients and always aims to leave his clients feeling empowered. Congratulations, Daniel. I'm going to throw it to you to say a few words.
Thank you so much. I'm a little shook at the moment, to be honest. Yeah, I would just love to thank, everyone who nominated me going back all those months ago. Massive shout out to Adele, who, her nomination was the one that got me across the line, or was the one that was used. It was fun teasing her about all the nice things she said about me. I've got to shout out to all the clients, without them, I wouldn't be who I am today. My mentors, my own coach, Michael Scott, and the team at Campbelltown Martial Arts. Yeah, this is crazy. This is unreal. The team at Fit and Fast Campbelltown, that's now turned into Club Lime. So really cool.
Fantastic, Daniel. Now, I want to ask you a little bit about the work that you do with children with disabilities, because we mentioned that just in your bio previously. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so this is a project that both myself and my coach, Michael Scott, have been working on. Unfortunately, because of the COVID-19 pandemic that's happening, where it's obviously put that on delay. So what we've been looking to implement, we were hoping to do it this year. I'm not too sure what's going to happen now, of course. However, we were looking to bring into our club a martial arts program, like a fitness program designed for children with disability. I have a client at the gym that has, a child with a disability, and she actually mentioned to me that, she'd love for me to train the child. However, the commercial gym that I run my business out of isn't appropriate. So I was like, well, why don't we actually train at the martial arts gym? Because this is where I've got that client. And I approached my coach and he loved the idea. So we just started brainstorming, and yeah, we were hoping to get that off pretty soon. Unsure what's going to happen now because of COVID, but it's definitely something both myself and the team at CMA want to launch and get that up and running pretty soon.
Well, it sounds like a great initiative. And so let's talk a little bit about the future. Let's go past COVID-19. What does the future look like for you? What are your goals over the next 2 to 5 years?
2 to 5 years, I'd definitely love to continue growing my business. I would ideally have my own studio, maybe with, building a team of personal trainers to further help the community. I've got some pretty good support where I am now. I'm a member of MacArthur Boardroom, some local personal trainers, and I get along, which is good. We're not, rivals or anything. So I think it's pretty well out here where I am in the MacArthur region. A lot of the trainers have the right mindset in regards to, it's all about helping the client. So yeah, I would love to potentially grow my business to having my own studio and growing the client base and just being able to help more people.
So, Daniel, talking about clients, do you want to share with us a story of perhaps the impact that you've had on one particular client's life, something that has affected you or has meant a lot to you through your relationship with that client?
Yeah, I'll use the example of one of my clients, Mark. So for those that know me, they know Mark. I've been training Mark for roughly 2 years now, twice a week. And there was one day I was at the gym with another client, got a message from Mark. Hey, Dan, won't make it into tomorrow's session. I just had a heart attack. So I read that and was like, oh yeah, Mark's not coming in, just had a heart attack. All right, cool. And then I stepped back and I was like, hang on. And then I ran outside, rang him. He was all good. Mark is an absolute warrior. He's still, to this day, trains with myself. He was in the gym within 2 weeks of having his heart attack. It was absolutely unreal. We obviously started back from ground zero, like basically level one, worked up his way with cardiovascular health. We worked very closely with physiotherapists and specialists. And then, now Mark is back stronger than ever. And that's been a pretty crazy one. The heart attack, the client with the heart attack is pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's a very significant story and certainly life-changing, that's for sure. And one more question for you, Daniel. I mentioned in your bio that you amassed 67 CEC points in the last registration period, which is just incredible. So obviously, ongoing professional development is something that's very important to you. Why do you choose to do that? What does it mean for your career development?
So it was roughly around almost the 2 year mark before I actually did my first. Sorry. So that was roughly around 2 years into being a PET where I decided to start doing the upskilling courses. I'd got, definitely found my feet on the floor. So I wanted to start upskilling and seeing what's out there. Being around for 2 years as well, I'd kind of, realized you don't know it all. So there was plenty more to go and learn. So what I actually do is I try to find courses that spark my general interest. But for example, if I have a client who is going through something or is, I need a bit more specialized skills, I'll go and do a course. So for example, last year I did a pre and postnatal course because I actually had a couple who were looking to become pregnant. So, and obviously, in the future, I'd love to become a father. So it would help to know that anyway. So I did my pre and postnatal course. I've now got a few clients that are prenatal. One very recent, actually, that was a nice surprise message the other day. Another course I did was a boxing course. So obviously looking to start a boxing / fitness program for children with disability. I wanted to see what was out there. And I'm very grateful I went and did that course because one of the lecturers does the same thing in a different area. So it was really, helpful to meet that person so I can be able to learn from them.
That's terrific, Daniel. Well, look, a huge congratulations once again on being today's winner. And I also just want to congratulate and acknowledge all of our finalists today. I think you'll all agree it was just evident how passionate they all are about our amazing industry. So congratulations to all of our finalists. Now, don't go anywhere because the celebrations are not over just yet. Because in addition to all of our amazing finalists, Lorna Jane has identified an inspirational woman who was nominated in the personal trainer category. Now, the Lorna Jane Inspirational Woman of the Year is Emma Brown. Emma Brown is the personal training manager at the Lodge Fitness Centre and an AIPT mentor and Strength for Life instructor, helping adults over the age of 50 to get active, stay active, and see the benefits of exercise. Emma has been chosen as the Lorna Jane Inspirational Woman of the Year as she has belief in her clients at all times. When everything begins to be too hard, she's always able to find a way to motivate and to be inspiring. Emma is able to read her clients well and know what needs to be done in order for them to continue with their goals and with their journey. Her high energy and positive mindset helps her clients overcome their barriers through suffering from anxiety and depression. Emma shares her journey with others and takes a positive approach in her own fitness. A huge congratulations, Emma. I see you're on camera. Would you like to say a few words?
I don't really know what to say, but thank you so much to Lorna Jane and to my client Amy that nominated me. It's a wonderful pleasure to be able to be Lorna Jane's Inspirational Woman of the Year. Yeah, it's very exciting.
A little bit of shock there, I guess.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about your background. Just fill us in about the work that you've done as a personal trainer.
So I came into the industry about 3.5 years ago. After my son went to school, I'd been in the Defence Force myself as well, the same as David earlier, and wanted to do something different. And I really enjoyed training, and I had a personal trainer at the time that really inspired me. And I'd love to have been able to help other people with their journey as well, because I also suffer from depression and anxiety and know how tough it can be just to step foot into the gym. And I wanted to be able to share that with people so that they could feel comfortable to be able to come and train, that the gym is for everybody. It doesn't matter if it's your first day or your 1,001st day that you've been training. It doesn't matter if you're 18 or 108. Everybody can train. The gym is for everybody. So
what a beautiful outlook.
I've done group fitness, and then I did my Strength for Life training because we had that program at our gym, and being able to help the older Australians get active and keep active was just an amazing exercise that we were able to do as well.
That's terrific, Emma. And how about you? Do you have a story that you can share about a client who you have impacted their life and it's meant a lot to you?
Honestly, all of my clients have been amazing. Over the last 3 years, I've had the pleasure to train a lot of people to be able to help them. Some have been prenatal, some have been postnatal, some have been coming back from some major injuries, but to be able to help every single one of them across the line, depending what their goals were. Some were to be able to run 5 kilometers. Some were happy to be able to do a fitness test to get into the Defence Force. There's been so many people that it would honestly be hard to pick one of them, because they've all impacted my life over the last 3 years. So
fair enough. I can completely understand that. Well, look, I want to say huge congratulations once again to Emma Brown, the Lorna Jane Inspirational Woman of the Year. And what an incredible ceremony this has been. Certainly a very special one to finish up on today. So a huge congratulations once again to all of our finalists and our winners here today. I want to say thank you so much to our sponsor, Lorna Jane, and to all of our award sponsors. Barry mentioned them earlier: Guild Super, Les Mills Asia Pacific, Lorna Jane, NPE, One Music Australia, and Guild Insurance. Thank you all so much for your support. Now, throughout the awards, I have been directing you to check out the Fitness Australia Keep On Moving website. If you haven't checked it out yet, now is the time. So on that website, you're going to find great fitness services, free workouts from our partners and our members. You can take a look at that at keeponmoving.fitness.org.au. Now, as we close off today's ceremony, I just want to say a huge thank you to absolutely everyone that has been a part of the 2020 Australian Fitness Awards. Over the last 3 weeks, we've given out 10 awards. We have met numerous finalists, we've celebrated amazing winners, and we've heard stories about the incredible impact that our fitness professionals and businesses have made on their members, their clients, and their community. Next year, we will meet again, hopefully in person, and we will again celebrate the amazing industry that we all work in and the talented and passionate people that surround us. So on behalf of Fitness Australia, thank you so much for joining me, and that concludes the Australian Fitness Awards for 2020.